At 41 years old, when most legends have faded into memory, Cristiano Ronaldo is preparing for one final mission that could rewrite football history forever. This isn't just another World Cup prediction. This isn't just another story about an aging superstar. This is the blueprint for the most impossible triumph in football history. A 41-year-old warrior conquering the one mountain he's never climbed. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League titles, a European Championship, over 930 goals, 2 decades of sheer dominance. But amidst all this glory, there's one prize that still haunts him: the FIFA World Cup. What you're about to discover is the exact scenario that could make Ronaldo's impossible dream reality, not just the tactical setup and team dynamics, but the psychological warfare, the historical precedents, and the moments of destiny that would crown the greatest career in football history. Every World Cup heartbreak has been analysed, every Portugal strength documented, and every pathway to glory mapped out to show you how legends write their final chapters. We'll explore Portugal's golden generation, the tactical revolution that could unleash Ronaldo, and why 2026 might be destiny calling. But first, let me show you just how close this impossible dream really is. But what if someone told you that Portugal has assembled the most complete squad in their history, just as Ronaldo enters his final World Cup? This isn't the Portugal of the past. This is a new breed, faster, sharper, hungrier. Vitinha, the heartbeat of Europe's midfield. He doesn't just pass, he orchestrates. 98th percentile in progressive carries. When he moves, Portugal breathes. Bruno Fernandes, the architect of chaos. Even in storms, he delivers. The man who finds space where none exists. But it's the attacking options that make this Portugal special. Rafael Leao, pure danger on the left. Explosive pace that terrorizes defenses. 90th percentile in goal threats. He doesn't run, he erupts. Pedro Neto, the creative weapon, the spark that ignites tight defenses. Unpredictable, unstoppable. Francisco Conceição, the chaos card. Off the bench like lightning, impossible to predict, harder to stop. This isn't just a team, it's a machine built for one mission: to deliver Ronaldo the ending he deserves. But before we imagine glory, we must understand the pain that has defined Ronaldo's World Cup journey. 2006, a young Ronaldo burst onto the scene, dazzled the world, carried Portugal to the semi-finals. Then a controversial penalty shattered dreams. 2010, one lonely goal against North Korea. Spain ended their run, silenced, forgotten. 2014, Portugal came with hope. Germany crushed them 4-0. Group stage exit, humiliation on the biggest stage. 2018, a legendary hat-trick versus Spain. A thunderous free kick. Ronaldo was electric, but Uruguay shut him down, out in the round of 16. 2022, the most painful of all. Benched, sidelined, questioned, no longer the centerpiece, knocked out by Morocco. For the first time ever, Ronaldo walked off the World Cup pitch in tears. Not tears of joy, tears of a man who knew time was running out. Every 4 years he returned hungrier, stronger, more obsessed, and every time it still wasn't enough. But sometimes the greatest stories are written in the final chapter. But what if Portugal's new tactical approach is perfectly designed for a 41-year-old Ronaldo? Gone are the days of Ronaldo chasing every ball. Gone are the days of endless running. This is evolution, not extinction. Roberto Martinez understands something crucial. At 41, Ronaldo doesn't need to be everywhere. He just needs to be in the right place, at the right moment, when it matters most. The new system is simple. Surround Ronaldo with creators, give him space in the box, let others do the running, save his energy for the moments that count. Vitinha and Bruno control the midfield, Leao and Neto provide the width, Conceição adds the unpredictability, and Ronaldo, he becomes the ghost, the phantom striker, invisible until the moment he strikes. This isn't about carrying the team anymore, it's about being the final piece of a perfect puzzle. But history shows us that World Cup glory doesn't recognize age limits. Dino Zoff, 40 years old when he lifted the World Cup with Italy in 1982. A goalkeeper, yes, but proof that legends don't fade, they adapt. Roger Miller, 42 years old at the 1994 World Cup, still scoring goals, still defying expectations, still proving that age is just a number. But Ronaldo's physical condition defies normal aging. His body fat percentage still under 10%, his sprint speed still elite level, his aerial ability still unmatched. Modern sports science has extended careers, better nutrition, better recovery, better preparation. Players are lasting longer than ever before. Zlatan played at the highest level until 41. Modric is still dominating at 39. Benzema was Ballon d'Or winner at 34. If anyone can defy Father Time, it's the man who has spent 2 decades defying every limitation placed upon him. Now picture this, July 19th, 2026, the World Cup final, and Ronaldo steps onto the pitch for the last dance. The stadium roars, but all eyes are on one man, Cristiano Ronaldo, captain, legend, warrior, the final chapter of an epic saga. The whistle blows, time slows, every heartbeat echoes in millions of chests worldwide. The battle is brutal, every pass charged with tension, every tackle a moment of truth, every second bringing him closer to immortality or heartbreak. The clock ticks down agonizingly slow. Portugal fights with the desperation of men who know this is their last chance. Ronaldo moves like a man possessed, not by youth, but by destiny. And then the final whistle. Silence. A heartbeat, then eruption. Ronaldo falls to his knees. Tears stream down his face. But these aren't tears of heartbreak. They are tears of triumph. If Ronaldo wins the 2026 World Cup, he doesn't just win a trophy, he rewrites football history. The oldest outfield player ever to lift the World Cup, 41 years old, rewriting the record books with his final act. He would shatter Eusebio's legendary record to become Portugal's all-time top World Cup scorer, a record held for decades, finally broken by the heir to the throne. The first player to appear in 6 World Cups, a milestone possibly shared only with Messi, but achieved through pure longevity and determination. But this victory isn't just about numbers, it's about legacy. Pelé had his 3 World Cups, Maradona had his unforgettable magic, Messi had his fairy tale in 2022, Ronaldo would have the toughest opponent of all, time itself, and he would have conquered it. This wouldn't just be a win, it would be legend becoming immortal. And if Ronaldo lifts that trophy, the greatest debate in football history would finally have its answer. The headlines would scream across every continent. Ronaldo at 41 conquers the world. The impossible dream becomes reality. The GOAT debate settled forever. Fans everywhere, billions strong, would erupt in pure euphoria. Statues would rise in Madeira. Streets would be renamed in Lisbon. History books would be rewritten, because greatness isn't just about talent. It's about endurance, unbreakable will, an obsession that refuses to die. This wouldn't just be football, this would be the story of a legend who defied time itself. Even if he doesn't lift that trophy, Ronaldo has already shattered the limits of possibility. But if he does win, it won't be luck, it won't be chance. It will be destiny finally catching up to a man who refused to ever stop chasing it. So there it stands, the blueprint for football's greatest ever ending. From 5 World Cup heartbreaks to potential glory at 41, Ronaldo's journey proves that legends aren't defined by when they start, they're defined by how they finish. He has already rewritten the rules of longevity, already redefined what's possible, already proven that dreams have no expiration date. But if he wins that World Cup, he won't just complete his collection, he'll complete the greatest story ever told. But while we dream of Ronaldo's potential World Cup glory, there's a darker story about how football's governing body has systematically worked against the greatest goalscorer in history. If this vision of Ronaldo's ultimate triumph gives you chills, make sure to subscribe for more incredible football stories and predictions. And let me know in the comments, do you think Ronaldo can actually win the 2026 World Cup at 41? Your predictions help fuel future content. The next video reveals the real reason why FIFA hates Ronaldo. Because while we imagine his greatest triumph, the truth is that football's most powerful institution has been working against him for over a decade.